Lace 'em up, let's start the show. We're digging in with Trip. 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 We're digging in with Trip today, yeah.
Well, welcome to another edition of Digging In, and it's great to be back in Pure, Michigan, as I'm in town. The Hurricanes will play the Red Wings tomorrow night. My great mom, the greatest mom going, just off camera right now in the original Dig In library here in Pure, Michigan. Time to, as February closes, award the NHL Dig In Shovel of the Month. It's going to go to a guy that I watched play as a rookie, the early stages of his career. Terrific human being. Very, very proud to award Calgary Flame centerman Elias Lindholm with the shovel. His team's red hot, as appropriately so, the Calgary Flames. During the month of February, Elias had at one point 8 consecutive games with a goal. He's a plus 39. Plus 39. No shortcuts in his game. The NHL Dig-In Player of the Month for February is Elias Lindholm. Thank you so much to presenting sponsor, Voodoo Ranger. And Voodoo right now, it's sort of a Top Gun spin-off. Oh, it's a beauty. It's a juice first IPA, a fruity tinge to it, 9.5% alcohol content. So if you do consume it, which I hope you do, make sure you do so responsibly. Voodoo Ranger. Thank you as always. Please check out the Dig In merchandise line at digintrip.com. We are sending Lindy a beautiful Flames-inspired trucker, as well as a hoodie along with his shovel. So check that out. And as always, please honestly rate and review our show on all audio platforms as well as YouTube. Let's now dig in with the February NHL Player of the Month, Elias Lindholm.
Elias, I never call you that. I'm so proud of you, my friend. You've absolutely earned the shovel. I've known you since you were a teenager. You're the NHL Dig-In Player of the Month. How does it feel?
Oh, it feels good. It was a good month for our team and for myself, and I'm proud to be your Dig-In Player of the Month.
I'm thinking about your rookie year interview we did in Madison Square Garden. Lundqvist was playing. You told me, Trip, I'm gonna go high cheese. Well, you're going high cheese and scoring an 8 straight. You know, I spoke to your one-time coach, Rod Brindamore, a couple of days ago, and I said, I'm thinking about giving Lindy the shovel. And he said, absolutely, he's earned it. I want to talk to you about Rod. You know, you're having great success with an outstanding team in Calgary. You got emotional when you talked about Rod when we were in Calgary. Can you maybe speak to just what an influence he's been on your career?
No, it's been huge for me. I think obviously coming in or moving over as a young guy, and Roddy saw my potential kind of right away, and knew, even though I was struggling, he kind of knew it was in there, and he always believed in me, and you know, a lot of people didn't believe in me, and he kept believing in me, and you know, kept giving me advices, and kind of took me under his wing for a long time there, and so obviously I you know, have a lot to thank Roddy for, and too bad I never had the chance to play for him.
I love your group. I love your group in Calgary. You know, everybody talks about culture, Lindy. You know, you're a veteran at this point. That's me, you know, because I remember you when you were a rookie, always likable then, you are now. But when you speak about a culture that's a winning culture, because you've got it in Calgary, what are the most important and critical elements to it?
I think, you know, my first year there, we had a pretty good team. Obviously, we didn't have success in the playoffs, and ever since Darryl came in, he kind of, you know, from the beginning, kind of put the standards in, and kind of, you know, he's really good at, you know, he never he keeps us on our toes, and we don't get too high and don't get too low and stuff like that. And even though we won a couple in a row here, and he was always Daryl was always like, it felt every game that we had to win, and that we didn't have a streak at all. So he's really good at that. And obviously we have a older team, a lot of guys with experience, and a lot of guys that won before. So obviously that helps as well. So we got a good mix this year, and it's fun to be a part of, that's for sure.
I want to ask another question with regards to Daryl. He's a Sutter. As a player, hard-nosed as you'd expect from a Sutter. Always the less is more commentary when he deals with the media. I love Daryl Sutter. And behind the scenes, you always know where you stand, but he's a very caring guy. Can you maybe pull the curtain back? Because I don't know that people know just how caring. I mean, players are smart. They know when their coach truly cares. And Daryl Sutter cares about his players.
Yeah, for sure. He, when it's game time with Daryl, it's game time and it's nothing else going on. He's kind of, do whatever it takes to win, I feel like. And he has this switch where it's like, you can tell right away that it's a game that day. But, he kind of came in last year and kind of right away and said, like, guys, I'll do whatever for any of you. I like you. I love you guys. And but when it's game time, it's going to be game time. And so he has this game face he puts on kind of when it's game time. But, he's been good for us, and he's a really good coach. And obviously without him, I don't think we would have this success so far this season.
I have to ask you about a former Dig-In Player of the Month, who's now your teammate, TT, Tyler Toffoli. What's it been like he's a super guy, and he's played for Daryl, and he had Stanley Cup success before. Tell me, how's TT doing?
Oh, he's been good. It was a real good addition for us. I think right-handed, can play every situation and every position, I feel like, and smart both ways, and a really good guy as well. So that was a perfect addition for us. I felt like we're missed a guy like that for a long time on our team, and now we got him, and obviously it was it's nice to have him for 2 more seasons as well. So that was a really good addition for us, and so far it's been really good.
Lindy, baby, because I just finished as we taped this. You had a big win against Minnesota last night. You got 9-1 in your last 10. I just finished calling a game, the Canes and the Oilers, and Sebastian Aho was having a terrific season. He actually got his first NHL hat trick playing with you and Jordan Stahl. And he started as a winger before he moved to center. You did the same thing. I remember when Jimmy Rutherford sent you to the World Junior Championships. Can you maybe speak to, you had to do the work, but being developed properly to get to a point where you're plus 39, Lindy? And what you thought were the critical parts of the development progression?
Yeah, I think obviously it's a different style in Europe, and coming in as a young guy, I wasn't very big when I came over, and obviously there's a couple big guys here, and to battle with those guys down low is kind of tough when you're just a young guy. So it's I think it was good for me to learn the wing kind of stuff, and then since a couple of seasons ago I moved back to center, and I've been in and out for a long time, and now for two or three seasons I've been center regular. But same for Sebastian. I think when he came in, you kind of knew he wanted to play center, but I think it's a learning process for sure, and obviously. Like I said, playing against those guys down low and be heavy, and you gotta put some. It's a lot of experience as well, and I think play with see what Jordan Stahl did there for a long time, and be around him and a couple of other guys you kind of learn, and practice against those guys. So it's for sure a learning process. I think it's different for a European to come over. It's total different game, and obviously it's been working out pretty good for both of us so far. So it's good to see.
Sebastian is a Finn. You're a Swede. I've never met a bad Finn or Swede. But I have to ask you about this fellow Swede, Jacob Markstrom. What a year he's having. What an abundance of shutouts. What impresses you most about your fellow Sweden goalie?
No, he's never satisfied, and you can tell every time he puts the gear on, even if it's practice, he's always given 100%, and he always wants to get better. I feel like every goalie is like that too. They always go on 20 minutes early and working on their game and stuff like that. But Mark is one of those guys. He's never satisfied, and he always try to get better, even though he's 32 right now, and he always find things to work on and get better at, and small areas in his game, and just outside too. We've been good friends for a long time now, and obviously it's nice to have him here, but you kind of know him on the outside as well, and even though our team and he was struggling a little bit last season, he's always try to get better and work in and put in the work in. So it's just one of those guys you wish the best, and obviously right now this season has been amazing for us and got us a lot of points, and so it's always good to see your friends doing well.
Well said. For those watching on YouTube, you mentioned how you were a teenager, how you were slight size wise, when you came over to the NHL. My brother, you're a beast. I mean, and so I guess for any young aspiring hockey players, Lindy, what have you learned most as your off-season training regimens have gone along? And the friends that we are, you're a professional using rest as a weapon during the season. That really impresses me. So from a fitness standpoint and putting on the size that you have, what have been the most important pieces to that puzzle?
I think as the years goes on, you kind of learn what you need, and after every season you reflect and go on and maybe it's the cardio or putting on some more muscles and stuff like that. But just after a couple of seasons, you kind of realize, and obviously coming in, I was a tiny guy, and obviously Roddy saw the potential, and I was when I was held to scratch a couple of games there during that first season there, he was kind of the guy that took me under the wing and kind of opened my eyes a little bit for being professional on and off the ice, and put in the work in the gym and stuff like that. So he was, even though I'm not even close to his level and being in the gym as often as he is, but you kind of realize what it takes from him, and then you kind of put the pieces together after a couple of seasons, and you kind of realize what you need during the summer and during the season, and as the years goes on, for myself, I play a lot of minutes, and it's not about wearing myself down after games and working out, even though I do sometimes. I use rest more as a weapon like that. So try to recover after games and take care of your body and put your mind in the right place and get ready for the next game.
It's so noticeable in the most complimentary way on the ice. Because hey, you're a beast now. I mean, what are areas that maybe in terms of strength on the puck and feel with the puck, using that frame, that you feel more confident and different than you did several years ago because of what you've added to the frame?
Yeah, I don't know. I think ever since I came to Calgary, I pretty much been playing yeah, in the beginning we were playing me, Monty, and Johnny for that season. Then I mean, feel like I've been playing with either Tachuk or Johnny here, and obviously you have some good chemistry. You kind of know where they are out there, and then obviously the confidence as well. I think the more confidence you get, you start doing more, and obviously I feel like my game is in a good place right now, and I feel like Daryl is trusting me, and our line is playing well, our team is playing well. So then obviously you try to do more stuff, and but same there as the workouts in the summer. I feel like you kind of learn after a while where you have some time, where you can go, and obviously you played in the league for a long time. You kind of know who you're up against, and what D is going to play aggressive, or what center is going to play aggressive, and so on. So it's been a long process, but you learn something every year, and obviously it's all coming together to a pretty good spot for me.
No doubt about it. Couple more things, and I'm going to send you on your way. UC Jokinen is in town right now. I was with him last night, and we reached out to your one-time general manager, Jim Rutherford, and I touched on this earlier. He sent you to play in the World Junior Championship, allowed you to leave the Hurricanes for Sweden. And I'm thinking about it right now. I remember your first game back against the Toronto Maple Leafs right after the World Juniors. I think you had 3 or 4 points. You were dominant. And, you know, I just said, what a wise decision by Jimmy to allow Elias to have that experience. Why was that, aside from representing your country, a pivotal move?
No, it was good. I think, yeah, like we've been talking about, I was a young guy coming in. I didn't know the language too well, even though all the guys were nice. It was no Swedes. There was no safe point for me. Kind of, it was even though everyone took care of me, it was different to come to a new country for sure. And then I was struggling a little bit in the beginning, and had a couple of injuries, and Jimmy kind of came up to me and asked me if I wanted to go, because the World Juniors was in Sweden, and I really want to go home. I missed home. I missed Sweden, and go home and play with the players you played, growing up with, and a lot of the guys you're good friends with was good, and obviously my family came down there in Malmö to watch me as well, and got to hang out with them for a little bit, and obviously that gave me a little boost. And coming back, you're kind of excited again, and you know, everyone that was on there, even though it was me and Forsberg that came back from North America, and everyone was like looking up to us and kind of asked us how it is over there. You kind of were pumped up and realized this is your dream and stuff like that. So it's we're kind of excited to go back, and obviously that was a big jump for me, and gave me a little boost and in confidence and stuff like that. So it was a good decision to go home, and it was nice of Jim to let me go home as well.
Great stuff. Your dad, because you would have gotten to see your dad when you went home. Please say hello to him for me. I mean, I've always said that, you know, called him Bruce Willis because he looks like him. I want you. I've mentioned this a few times on TV. Is your dad an LA King? Former dig-in guest Wayne Gretzky. At one point, is this story accurate? That I've told a few times, so I hope it is. But your dad, aka Bruce Willis, was playing as a King on a line with Mike Krushelnyski and Wayne Gretzky in Toronto, and your dad set up shop behind the goal line, behind the net, in Gretzky's office. And they got off the ice, and Krushelnyski said, "Hey, Michael, you might want to let Wayne do that. That's sort of his office back there." Is that a true scoop?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's been a while since I heard the words out of my dad's mouth, but yeah, I think he's been telling me that story for a couple of times, and yeah, it was probably not the best idea to go behind the net there and and take the best ever spot. But yeah, at least he created some good memories out of that one.
Right, and I mean, Brett has a phenomenal dry sense of humor, so I'm sure there was some wonderful conversation between your dad and Wayne and Mike Krushelnyski. Finally, I ask everybody, and I'm again plus 39, Lindy, no shortcuts in your game on any night that I ever watch. Your rest, your recovery between games. You're just a flat out true pro, and you dig in. How do you define digging in?
Yeah, it's like you said, I'm just ready to do the good stuff every night, and it's a great honor to be here with you. It's been a while since we saw each other, but no, it's just try to put the work in every night and every day, and as the years go on, you kind of learn to get to know your body more, and learn how to rest and learn how to recover and so on. So it's just good.
Lindy, congratulations. You've got a shovel on the way. Beautiful flame colored dig-in trucker. You have something special brewing with your hockey club in Calgary as we move into March. Just keep it going because I've always loved watching you play right from the get-go. And I feel old to say this, but I mean, I'm so damn proud of you. So congratulations and keep trucking along.
Thanks, Rip. Thanks for having me, and appreciate the words.
Thank you so much, Lindy. Very, very proud of you. You keep it going out there in Alberta. What a nice run you're on right now, and hope you have tremendous chemistry with two-time shovel winner, former Montreal Canadian, now Calgary Flame, Tyler Toffoli, TT. So good luck to both of those guys and the Flames. Congratulations to Elias one more time. Thank you, as always, to our presenting sponsor, Voodoo Ranger. Please check out their new IPA that is juice first, a fruity tinge, Top Gun spinoff, 9.5% alcohol content. So make sure that you consume that, and I hope you do in moderation. digintrip.com, our merchandise line. It's starting to warm up, but I can't push the hoodies enough because are they ever the definition of comfortable? Rate and review the show on all audio platforms as well as YouTube. And until the next time that I see you, that'll be very soon. Speaking of Juice First for Voodoo Ranger, we just taped an episode with the Juice himself, the great Hurricane and NHL veteran, just about 1,000 games. What a clutch performer the Juice, Jussi Jokinen, was. He will be digging in. That episode will be released in the coming weeks, and you're not going to want to miss it. The Juice, as always, was clutch. We'll talk to you soon.
We're digging in with Trip today, yeah. Today, yeah. Today, yeah. Today.